Oh, shoot. I'm not getting it right now.
Okay, we are live again.
Okay. Yeah, no, it was Tanya. Don't worry, it's not you. Blame it on DM.
I mean, it happens.
Or blame it on the bossa nova, your choice.
You lost me on that one.
Okay, we should be good now.
It's a
Hey,
song.
Ami, you can hear everybody, you can see everybody, we're all moving around.
See, I always think of blame it on the alcohol, but I wasn't going to make that reference.
All right. I'm ready for the internet.
Yeah, we finished like 3 minutes ago.
Yeah, sure.
That was a great game, guys. Hope to see you next week.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Well, I'm sure we'll get Basil resurrected eventually.
We had a guest appearance by a wonderful half-elf bard. Yeah.
Half-elf?
From your other game. From your other game.
Isn't he a gnome?
From your other game. My other character from your other game.
Yeah, isn't he a gnome?
Joke. No, remember he's half-elf.
I have no idea anymore.
In this game, I'm a gnome.
Poundery's a half-elf?
I thought you were talking about Bird,
shit.
actually.
No.
No. Pondery's definitely a half-elf. His
Don't worry, it won't matter for very much.
Yeah, his ridiculousness makes it seem like he's a little
That's right.
Scanlan-ish.
We've only got like one session left, so.
Oh really? Wow.
Yeah. All right. So.
No one's dead yet.
Pondery's not dead yet.
Well, yet you're about to meet a tentacle monster, so he's probably gonna get hentai'd.
Have you thrown it out on Twitch? Or Twitter?
Yeah. It has been thrown out on Twitter.
I have thrown it out on Twitter, and I threw it out in Facebook. Yeah, I'm on it today. Except for the technical difficulties with nobody could hear you.
Yeah.
I'm good with one thing. And that's about it.
Should we be doing intros now?
Yeah, go ahead. And so welcome everybody to the stream. We are now live. And I am Tanya, the DM, who will be trying very hard to kill my players. Let's start with Alicia.
Hello, I am Energy98 on Twitter and Energy9 on Twitch, as some of you are aware. I will be playing Claudia Vingard, who is a human sorcerer.
Who does not have a German accent.
Shut up.
We have ways of making you use the correct accent.
Shut up.
No, I'm so sorry. Cowpeeler last week sent me a message afterward and said, "Oh man, she stayed in character so well. She just kept the accent." And I'm like, that wasn't the one she wanted.
Nope,
Well,
not at all.
now she has a German accent.
No, she has a Russian accent.
Russian accent.
I'm sorry. Please continue. Please continue.
Okay, I'll continue. I'm Tunarth. I'm playing Koltash Dakarn, the half-orc paladin, who likes his armor very shiny. And his armor's not very shiny right now because he got his ass handed to him last week by
Yes,
somebody
he did.
shouldn't have fought, but he had fun anyway.
Yep. Let's go down, or go up to Dory.
Hi, I'm Dory. I'm at Whimsy Queen on Twitter and basically everything. I'm playing Ree, the the elven monk who is definitely not the help.
And Jeff.
Hello, I am at monkeyface2014 on Twitter. I am playing a gnome, a tinkering druid named Basil Timbers, and I am still trying to figure out my character.
Alright, so, for those of you watching, the games are run for charity. If you look below, you will see that we are doing the charity of Life After Hate this month. It is a group created by former alt-right extremist members who are trying to get other alt-right extremist members out of the movement so they can stop being douchebags in the alt-right movement. So if you'd like to donate and affect the game, you can look also below in the what your donation gets the players under the D&D 5e rule set. There is also a D20 Modern donation option for October. And somebody just did something and I missed it. What'd I miss? Something popped up in stream.
Oh.
Anyway.
I'm not watching the stream.
Yep, you can. I can look on Streamlabs. You can also donate in the October game to affect. Stream seems to be skipping a lot. Yep, that's because I chose Atlanta as my server, and I'm sure it's gonna suck. Well, thanks for the follow, Ayami. You can also donate for the October game under the D20 system and affect that gameplay. If you continue looking down below, I am trying to get some followers, and if I can get 10 followers in the month of September, I will give away a Durical Warrior, which is only available from... I have it right in front of me. One of these. Effin' Cool Minis. This particular mini is only available for pre-order at the moment through one of their Kickstarters from Toma Beasts and the Midgar collection. If, for some act of God, I can get 25 followers this month, I will also give away to some lucky winner a Vampire Lord mini. And if hell freezes over and I get 50 followers, I'll also give away a Lich Priestess. And you can receive 3 winners, not just one getting all 3. You can receive it before Halloween and use a really effing cool mini, haha, pun, in a Halloween game you want to run, if you want to run one, or if you're playing in one.
Or if you just want to paint something.
Or that, yeah, I'm not painting them because I don't have 1, the patience, 2, the skill, 3, the paint and brushes, or 4, the want to.
Additional services not included.
Yes. Yes. Oh, and Ayami is hosting us as well. Cool.
Hey, thanks!
Hey! I don't know what that means, but thank you.
It means that if you go to her or his, I don't know if it's a girl or a boy.
Oh, she's,
if you go to
she's
their
streaming our
Twitch, yep.
stream as well. Gotcha.
Lady.
I'm not going to make that assumption.
Doesn't matter.
You don't have to make the assumption.
Is it Yumi Ami?
She is.
No, it's AYAMI.
Oh, okay.
Her. I was just about to say, thank you, gender-neutral person on the internet.
I thought they named themselves after that,
Hi,
cartoon. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought of that at first when I saw the name too, but I'm like, that's not what it is.
Alright. So, jumping in, Jeff, if you'll join us in Roll20, that'd be awesome.
Yes, sorry. My apologies.
As both Jeff and Alicia know, recaps are done by you, the players. So who would like to recap last week?
Oh, Lord.
So,
all
of us.
There was a lot.
Are we gonna rock, paper, scissors for this?
I steal this from Matt Colville because I think it's a great idea. He had some good reasons for it, because what I perceive happened, you don't perceive what happened, and if I recap, then I might say something that I think happened that you didn't catch up on. You're like, oh my god, we missed that. And
who would like to do it?
I'll do it. So all our four characters were instructed by our various oracles or higher priests, so on and so forth, to go to the temple of Elos. Who's this? And
Yes,
see
Elos.
the oracle there to get our dreams and visions interpreted, since all of us have had them for years, though we are not all aware that all of us have had them for years. But we've all had visions for some amount of time. When we got to the temple, we discovered that the oracle had been kidnapped about a week and a half ago, and we were tasked with going to find her. If we find her, then we wouldn't have to pay to have the oracle interpret our visions. We followed the trail with a lot of luck and a lot of teamwork to a section that was not quite off the end of the map, into the land, whatever. And we discovered that the oracle had been kidnapped by her brother, because years before, when she was very, very young, she was abducted from her family, and the temple had enough power to suppress the investigation on it and have it closed very quickly.
I'm getting an echo.
I don't know why.
You're getting an echo?
It stopped now. I think it was just happening when I was loading up Roll20.
Oh, it's a possibility, although I'm pretty sure I turned off.
Yeah, I think it was just momentary.
Yeah, I turned off no video or chat in Roll20, so hopefully it loads faster.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, that sounds about right.
And Coltest got his ass kicked.
Well, once we followed the trail down off the edge of the world and found the cave where the oracle had been taken, we did discover that she had been kidnapped by her brother,
I did say
except that it wasn't kidnapping according to them, because she had been kidnapped and held by the temple for her oracular powers and was not being treated well. She was in poor health, and as we came to discover, the use of her power is extremely draining on her. She did use her power to interpret all of our dreams/visions, and now we have a quandary as to, well, which way do we go, because all four of us have been pointed in extremely different directions. And I believe that's where we're at, trying to decide
Correct.
where to go from here.
Correct. You are still in the cave. You are still in the same little camping area that the oracle is in. We had left off with Danny's character. I'm gonna get your name right. Coltash. Having a quick conversation with Theron, the gladiator that wiped the floor with you.
But in a good way. It was all in good.
It wasn't too bad, and I believe your character was pretty pissed after hearing that that she had been held against her will.
Yes, I was.
Okay. So what would you, the group, like to do?
Well, I fully intend to go report the crimes of this priest to Nicopolis. Make an official report.
Okay.
Get it done.
All right. And the rest of you?
I'm a little confused as to what my prophecy inspiration means from the must make way to the bare slopes. Can I speak with the oracle some more?
Yes, you can.
Okay. And do I know where these bare slopes are? You said they were near my old, my original homestead area.
They are near Sergiopolis, yes.
Okay. I'd probably go up to her and just ask her, like, what am I expected to find there? Do you know anything more, or do you just get it from the god and then she just gives you vague crap and then you just kind of go forth and do?
She takes a moment and, in a very different voice than what you were told to do, she explains to you, she says to you that, no, you actually had spoken to the voice, I spoke with the voice of my goddess, Esela. So, while the words were coming from me, they were not my words.
Okay. I guess I'll just have to make my way there and figure it out.
That is the unfortunate thing with the deities. They can be very vague at times.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the gods. They've never really done much for me.
She chuckles quietly for a moment.
Ah, do you know something I don't?
It is not for me to say.
You're the Oracle, isn't it for you to tell people the things they need to know?
What they need to know at the moment they are in my presence, yes.
Well, if it's pertinent to...
Who is sharing their screen again?
Yeah.
What? What?
You are.
What? No, I'm
How
not.
do I? Why is it shared? I don't.
Please
Okay,
stop
weird.
sharing your screen.
Yeah, that was odd.
Stop clicking the share screen thing,
I
guys.
didn't click share screen though.
Don't make me put hardcore pornography on Twitch.
All the cameras went.
Okay.
I mean, I'm here. This is now. And you have information I need to know.
You should learn that information on the Bear Slopes.
Fine. I walk away exasperated.
That's expected. I wonder if I can
For
tell
sure.
it to not share the stupid screens. I'll have to look that up later. Stop sharing the goddamn screens.
It's not still shared, is it?
No, but I'm gonna look up later to see if there's a way to not do that.
Okay.
Did anybody else want to do anything?
I would like to walk up to the Oracle.
After Basil leaves, all exasperated and kind of
Yeah.
upset.
Yeah. And I guess just do you know anything about the hidden veil of Niflhenorra at all? Anything?
I know that it is an elven settlement, and it is called Hidden for a reason. But,
Cool.
your best bet would to seek that knowledge in other elven settlements.
Alrighty. Thank you. I guess I'll just walk away.
Little more confused than you were before.
Just a little bit.
Anybody else?
No, mine was pretty clear.
Yeah, so was mine actually. I know where I need to go, so it's just a matter of going there.
Yes. Alright. So, it has taken you more than half a day to reach this location because your tracking took time. So it's probably getting on dinner time at this point. Did you want to camp here with the group, or did you want to head back to wherever it is you want to go? Or head to wherever it is you want to go?
I think we should camp here if they will allow us to and extend their hospitality.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just to recuperate.
Theron agrees that you can stay there. And set you up an area just south in the caverns where the Oracle is resting. So there's little cavern pockets in the caves. I can actually put you guys on that map, and I will take away the dark stuff so you can see. I will disable dynamic lighting.
All I see is a black screen.
Yeah, you won't hear in just a second.
Okay, wow. Oh, okay. Cool. Well then.
You should still have line of sight, so you should still see cavern shapes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ree and my brain doesn't want to function. Coltash should see cavern shapes. You guys just see the whole map since you're not actually got a token on there.
Right. Yep. No, that's correct.
So the Oracle is in the upper right-hand corner. Unfortunately, they didn't have a token color to correlate with her actual skin tone. Roll 20. Can I maybe get some African American looking tokens?
You asking way too much.
Just gonna throw that out there, roll 20. Not everybody's Caucasian. And not all villains are black.
Are you asking for diversity? 'Cause that's hard.
Ooh.
So sorry.
So yeah, they set you up in the little area just south of that where you've got one pillar and then one larger tooth-looking thing. I'll just ping it.
So this cavern is rather toothsome.
Save the puns for the break.
That was a nothing.
So you guys rest for the evening.
Mm-hmm.
They share with you some food, as the folks with Theron have been hunting. And in the morning, they lead you back up the top of the switchback trail to the cliff where your horse is still
which I would have checked
tied to a shrub.
Okay. Well,
He's well trained. You could have just left the reins on the ground and it would have stayed.
fair. Better safe than sorry. Yeah. Okay. I'll go over to the horse, do my horse care.
Make an animal check.
Okay.
Or animal handling.
Animal handling. Yeah. No, I'm good.
Yeah, no, you're fine. That is you remove its saddle, you wipe it down. I actually probably would have removed the saddle last night.
Yeah.
You wipe him down again, getting any like condensation that might have happened overnight off of him. Make sure he's dry before putting the saddle and the blanket back on. Don't want him to get chafed.
Oh, good boy, Maximus. Good boy.
Gonna add that to your character information.
Heck yeah.
Horse named Maximus. So where are you guys gonna head?
So, okay.
Maybe you want to discuss this with the group.
Yes. I think it is most important that we go and report this, make an official report about this kidnapping confusion.
While I agree with your sentiment, it kind of seemed like they wouldn't do much about it.
Oh,
With what they were
something
talking
will
about.
be done.
It kind of seems like the people in charge are the ones, or at least the religious people in charge are the ones who started this. And who, well then who's gonna watch the watchers?
Do you think I'm going to the religious authority? Because that is incorrect.
They could have hands in deep pockets. That's all I'm saying.
You underestimate my influence. This can be rectified.
Okay.
But
Why should we not just go straight back to the temple and confront the high priest?
if you do that, the guards will do their job and interfere, and you will have to harm innocent people. The priest did it, not the guards they hired.
Well, so we'll talk with the guards first and let them know what a horrible person they're working for. I'm sure they'll understand.
For some, when the word is given, it is given. Which is why it is best to work through official channels at some times.
It just seems like it will take far too long.
What is the hurry? The oracle is with his rightful family, and the priests do not have people to spare to come search for her.
But what if the priest tries to flee if we don't come back?
Why would he? He will
Guilt.
probably assume we are dead if we do not come back within a day.
At this point, you hear from behind you, Theron clearing his throat. And he says, you probably should go back to Elos and tell them the Oracle's dead.
That could solve the problem. Are you sure you do not wish the other issue looked into?
If they think she's alive, they're going to continue looking for her. Or find somebody else like her.
But if we tell them the Oracle is dead, they'll definitely look for someone else like her to replace her.
They will. Most likely, yes. But it gets them off my sister's back.
Yes, but you're able to protect your sister at this point.
That is
So,
debatable.
why is that?
If they know she's alive, they'll just take her again.
Perhaps for the time being, it is best to say she is dead, because while they will attempt to find someone else to replace her, oracles do not grow on trees. Suppose to say that the next one they would find would be so young and and easily captured. Who knows how far they will have to go.
The next one could be an orc. From what I hear, they're pretty tough to capture.
You hear correctly.
So, we we go to Nicopolis, or we go to the priest place and we tell them we were unsuccessful?
I suggest
No,
we go.
you tell them that you are successful in finding us. You just tell them that she's dead. She jumped off a cliff. She fell off a cliff. We slit her throat.
Something about a cliff. I got
Whatever
you.
you want to tell
Something
them.
about a cliff.
You found us. You beat our asses. He looks like he's been in a fight. Points at Coltash. I mean, you're healed. You're healed, but you're still. You're still
Coltash
bearing some
just
scars.
kind of shrugs and kind of grins anyway.
He looks like he's been in a fight. Just you found us.
We chased you down a path off the edge of the world, and you fell to your doom in the flight.
Not so far from the truth.
You're all dead. You fell. You're gone.
And I'll return to my life in the arena. They don't know who I am.
Right, invisible horse named Bob pushed you off a cliff.
Okay, so we go back. We say she is dead. Agreed?
Sure. No skin off my back.
I don't see why not.
Agreed. And I turn and start walking.
Because was this the next morning this was being discussed, or?
Yes, this is the next
Okay.
morning.
All right.
Because I'm assuming you guys were like, while you were cleaning the horse, you were having
Yeah, that's
this
right. Yes, I was
conversation.
doing that. All right. So with that in mind, I will saddle up. Maximum. Go.
Maximus and Bob.
I put an
Forgot about
invisible
Bob.
saddle. I put an invisible saddle on Bob.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I wish we all could have.
Okay, so we're heading back to Elos.
Yes.
Yep.
So you head southeast-ish, back towards Elos. It takes you some time, but you do arrive. About midday. Let me double check the distance. Yeah, 20 miles, give or take. Probably closer to dinner time. So you arrive. There are still a small handful of people waiting outside the gate of Elos. They haven't opened it. And the guy that you gave the nightshirt to, no longer there. He has run back down the road the previous day with the shirt, wearing it, thankful that his wife will not die during childbirth.
Yeah, I hope she's okay.
She's probably old, so
She's probably dead.
not-
Maybe.
Yeah, probably dead, more than likely.
And standing at the gate is a guard you recognize as Pygmalion.
Yeah. Pygmalion. Weave news.
He's the dumb one, by the way.
We were here before, and we need to report in.
Yeah, I recognize you. You left yesterday.
And we're back to
Let
talk to the
us
high
in.
priest, so please let us in.
He thinks for a moment. Oh yeah, and he bangs on the gate, and his brother Timon opens it, sticks his head out. What? They're back. He looks at you and is like, oh, yeah, and waves you in. Drusus is walking between buildings. You're not sure why he's doing his rounds, other than it is just routine for him.
Habit, yeah.
Goldash would know. Yeah, it's just habit. It's just
Yeah.
he doesn't need to. He just is doing it.
Yeah, I mean, because what are the alternatives? Just sit around doing nothing?
Yeah.
It gets boring. It's like, might as well just take comfort in the routine.
Yep. So you guys see him, and he sees you. and he waves to you. And would you like to talk to him, or you want to go directly to the temple?
I
Directly
would
to the
go
temple.
to the temple. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys make a beeline up to the temple. I am going to change I'm gonna put you guys on the combat screen just so the folks on chat or the stream can see some stuff. I just want to add this so it's just sitting up there where I need to sit. No, you don't have to roll initiative. I just want it to cover up a piece of the map. Push that live. I'm gonna show them the handout for the temple, so they can see that. It's probably not the best picture. It's kind of small for you guys, but you guys make a beeline up to the temple, and you enter into it. It's pretty empty, and your footfalls echo quite a bit. And as far as you can tell, there's no one in here.
Mm-hmm. There's no high priest or his lackeys?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
I shout out into the temple, "Hello, High Priest!"
A moment goes by, your voice echoes, and you hear the voice of Stravos from back behind some pillars. Yes?
"We have returned, we bring news!" And I start walking toward the voice.
Well, step forward, and he comes out from behind some of the pillars after a moment. And they're again standing before you is the same tall, lanky priest in some really nice robes. I don't think I described his physical description to you, did I?
Besides lanky?
Besides lanky. Think Claude Rollo from Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Like tall,
yeah, well, if you would have
lanky-
told us that,
You'd have been like, this guy's an asshole!
Ooh.
I mean, we knew he wasn't an asshole. Just didn't know he was the bad guy.
Well, I mean, you don't know that he's a bad guy. I'm just saying that's what he looks like in my mind, with the
Sure.
with the classic beak nose, older gentleman, gray, like really kept hair, and in robes that are way too nice for a priest. He's got like the white silk with gold thread throughout. Yeah, he's...
Yeah, he was clearly the bad guy.
Does he talk like Dr. Smith from Lost in Space?
Oh man, I haven't seen that in so long.
Well, wait, which season, Dr. Smith, are we talking? It's different.
What
Well,
news-
first season when he was still supposed to be the real villain.
I figured.
I don't
Because they kind of
remember
gave up on that for a while. And he was just wacky.
I watched the reruns. I don't remember that one. That season.
When he was in black and white.
They quickly figured out they couldn't keep that going.
Because really, what are you going to do with him?
Yeah,
Anyway!
Yeah, right.
Anyways.
We digress.
This campaign's bad guy, yes.
Yeah, well, I mean... He's not a good guy.
He's not a nice person.
What news do you bring?
The Oracle is dead. We tracked the people who had kidnapped her far across the land until we came to the edge of the world. They had found a way to try and escape down a path along the cliff. We followed, but in their haste to get away from us, they stumbled and fell and went over the side. At least the ones carrying the oracle. Some of them managed to flee, but the oracle is gone.
Make a deception check with advantage because it isn't all a deception. Because you're half truthing this. $16. That is most unfortunate. But we must endure. And he glances behind him and did I not? I did not.
And the high priest's name was Savros, right?
Stavros.
Stavros, sorry.
Yeah.
I end by saying I apologize for our failure to deliver the oracle back to you, back to all of us.
I could have swore I named 2 more priests.
Priest A and B.
I could have swore I named them. And had sheets
Mo
for
and
them.
Larry.
And even had sheets for them.
And we
But,
don't have to roll initiative, huh?
No. I just had sheets
A
for
and
them.
B, Arvon and Balthazar.
Billy.
Billy.
Balthazar.
He Stavros looks behind him
Billy the priest.
and says, Thaddeus, inform Drusus that the oracle is dead. And he knows what to do. And this young, kind of portly kid, not kid, he's maybe in his late teens, early 20s, little thick around the waist, comes out. He's got priest robes on, not nearly as nice as the high priests.
Stavros.
Thank you. Words are hard, guys. Not nearly as nice as Stavros's. And he runs out of the temple as quickly as his feet will waddle him away.
And what was his name again?
Thaddeus.
Thaddeus, thank you.
Okay.
Thaddeus Mattius.
Tad for short.
What would you guys like to do?
Leave, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's no sense in.
And
We have a long journey ahead of us.
Yep. Stavros says, "Well, I apologize that you can't get your dreams interpreted, but perhaps I could help you for
In what manner?
For a nominal fee.
How so?
I've been here for many years. I've seen people come and go, and I have a little experience telling people about what dreams may mean. I'd be happy to listen to what your dreams are and help you interpret them.
Okay. Alright. How much is this?
We'll say a gold each.
Alright. I hand him 1 gold,
Okay.
and I tell him that in my dreams, I arrive in a mysterious temple where a priest tells me that I am doomed to be short forever. And
I looked
that's...
down.
Gave him a gold for this.
In that
He
pause,
gave him a gold for that.
in that pause, Coltash looks down at Basil and says, "Well, you are doomed to be short forever.
The dream's
You're
not
a
over.
gnome."
The dream's not over. And then he tells me that
Claudia's gonna walk out.
the royal, or that the holy conglomerate of the country conspired together to steal a little girl out of her home because she could tell the future. What do you think that means?
Coltash says, "I think that means I'm going to go check on Bob. I'll be right back." And
My
leaves.
horse?
So
Yeah,
at this
I'm gonna go.
point, Claudia has left.
Mhm.
Coltash has left. You're leaving.
Yeah, I'm in the
You, like,
process of leaving.
as soon as he says that thing about kidnapping the little girl, you're like, nope.
I'm like, maybe I should just reverse walk out of here.
You know, Basil might get murdered.
Well,
Shit happens, man.
Stavros, who is substantially taller than you, kneels down to be eye level with you and says, "I believe your dreams are accurate. You are doomed to be short forever."
Damn. I keep waking up every morning and measuring myself to make sure I'm not growing shorter.
And if you think anybody will give 2 shits about some little girl, you're very wrong. And you can leave.
We'll see about that.
And
Later.
he stands up and walks away from you.
I'm I walk away and I druid craft behind his back some plants that are doing this.
For stream that can't see it, they're flipping in the bird.
Okay, so could they see it?
You have to be like in the center of your camera. Yeah.
Yeah, like it looks like fingers and everything with like the thumb curve, like exactly like that. And it's got like a nice little like bright, vibrant flower right at the top of the middle finger, so you can't help but notice it. And I go to check up on Bob because apparently the half-orc truly believes that I have an invisible horse named Bob.
Were you
He's concerned about its safety.
Wait, here's my question. Were you clip-clopping? Are you clip-clopping down the, like, are you doing the
Do you have
Monty Python?
coconuts?
Yeah, are you doing the Monty Python, like you're actually riding a horse thing? When you're on Bob?
When we were traveling, when I was pretending to be on Bob, somehow I would, it's a gnome-sized horse.
Mm.
So it's more like
a miniature pony.
Yeah.
Ah.
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Alrighty
So.
then. It's gonna get real interesting real fast. So you guys exit the temple, and you see Thaddeus speaking to Drusus, and Drusus makes a beeline for the gate and opens it. Yes.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of like jogging after.
Okay. Are you trying to catch up with them to say something?
Yeah.
Or just to listen? Okay. So, we'll say you catch up with them just before he hits the gate.
Drusius.
Yes.
May I? Obviously, you now know the news, and I am curious. What is it that you are going to do?
What I've been ordered to do.
I know it has been a long day, and this is trying, but you have to understand. This has been taxing. Settling my curiosity is easier than not.
Just inform those that are waiting that the Oracle was sick and did not survive her illness.
Was there a reason you didn't want to tell me that?
Just orders.
I am, again, I am sorry for the people you lost.
Well, thank you. And he turns and continues towards the gate, the last 10 feet or so. Orders Timon to open it, and as the gate opens, and he opens it wide to start letting people in again, stops him for a moment and says, "We regret to inform you that anybody here to see the Oracle will be unfortunate to not be able to see her. We kept you out. She was ill, and she did not survive her illness. We have disposed of the body in the way that our God sees fit," and he then turns and walks away.
Okay. Is that still around?
Yeah, he's kind of like, you're talking about Thaddeus?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of like slowly like walking back towards the temple. He doesn't look like he's in any hurry.
Okay. Just kind of calmly walk up, tap on the shoulder.
What? Yes?
Your name is Thaddeus, correct?
Yeah?
How long have you practiced here?
It's been here a couple years.
Okay, that is all I need. Go on your way.
Okay.
Good. Let's go.
Okay.
What time of day is it at this point?
It's dinner time. It took you a good portion of the day to get back to Elos. The conversation wasn't that long. So we're probably talking about 6:30, 7 p.m.
So, should we rest here for the night and then head north in the morning?
Yeah, assuming this is all of us gathered again, that is probably for the best.
Okay. Will you all be staying in the inn, or?
I will.
I'm asleep outside.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm asleep outside as well.
All right.
As will I.
Okay. Claudia?
Actually, no. Wait. How much is a room?
3 silver?
3 silver for the lesser accommodations. They're overpriced.
I'll pay the 3 silver for the lesser accommodations, and I want to spend.
Only accommodations they have.
Okay. So I'll pay the 3 silver, have dinner, and then spend the evening in my room polishing my armor.
Okay. So is Koltesh and Claudia walking up at the same time, or are you kind of going at separate times?
I mean, I guess we'd be heading over at the same time.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
no reason not to.
All right.
Yeah.
As you guys enter the inn, Claudia, you recognize one of the guys sitting at one of the tables.
Is it the guy who's
It's your
on me?
husband!
Thought so.
And he looks up as you enter and kind of gives you the hey nod, and a grin. Couldn't bear to part yourself from me for very long, could you?
She'll just kind of blink, proceed to pay for her room.
And are you gonna head up to it?
Yeah. Well, I'll have dinner and then head up.
Okay. Are you gonna sit as far away from this guy as possible?
I am going to, maybe not quite as far as possible, but far enough.
Okay.
In her opinion, at least.
And I will make a big show of sitting with her.
Me big orc. Me sit here.
Well, no.
Not
like that.
as you guys sit down. That's not the not so wayward husband?
No.
Well, if you change your mind, I'm still here.
I will not.
Okay.
It's like I'm just not engaging. It's like, nope.
I look at Claudia and say loudly, "Hey, is this guy bothering you?"
He will finish his meal and go on his way. That is how it goes.
I turn to him and say, "Did you hear that? You're going to finish your meal and be on your way. Okay?"
He kind of eyes Koltesh up and down a minute.
You want to take on?
Yeah, sure. Works for me.
I lean towards him. Good. And then turn back to my food.
All right. You guys enjoy your evening meal at the inn.
By the way, Claudia, you notice that Koltash looks kind of disappointed.
I bet.
She's a little dejected, like, oh.
Actually, that'd probably make sense. She's just like, what? Like, you have shown no interest in. Okay. You want to fight? Got it. That makes sense.
So you guys enjoy your meal at your inn. Ree and Basil, are you guys kind of sticking together or going?
I mean, I ask her, I'm like, Ree, are you just gonna sleep under the stars? Would you like perhaps a shelter created for you? Either way is fine.
I appreciate it, but I prefer to sleep in the open. Thank you.
Fair enough. Right. I head off to a nice copse of trees to druid up myself a little, know me home.
A corpse? Okay.
Copse?
It's copse. There's no or. There's no or. There's no R.
There's no R.
I know.
Yeah. Now a corpse of trees.
You're making fun of.
As a druid, I hate trees.
No, she's making fun of another DM.
Who says corpse of trees? Yeah.
Kind of like.
I did correct him after we went off stream, just so you know.
Okay.
Kind of like that word Matt can't pronounce.
Sigil.
Sigil.
Sigil. You find a sigil.
Sigil. You find a sigil.
Anyway.
Yes. So you guys rest for the evening again. Did you guys want to have any conversations at all?
I mean, I guess I would like to just... Are there any other people who were, like, waiting outside the temple still, or did they all just ditch once they found out the Oracle was dead?
Most of them pretty much ditched once they found out the Oracle was dead. Some of them have gone inside, looking for their respective temples, to do whatever it is they wanted to do, whether it be to pray, tithe, or just be somewhere closer to their god.
Okay, well, in that case then, yeah, I'll just go to sleep.
Okay. All right. Then you do that, and morning arrives. The guy is in the inn having breakfast.
That same guy?
Same guy. He's a local. I mean, we're all
I
listening
know.
to him.
It's fine.
He's just chilling, having breakfast.
I come down for breakfast.
You see him sitting at the
armor-
same table.
My armor is gleaming
Immaculate.
because I polished it within an inch of its life.
He wore off one AC.
I may be strong, but I'm not that strong.
Okay, so yeah, you guys come down. Coltash in his now gleaming armor.
And my axe, too. My
And your
axe
axe
is
is nice and polished again.
sparkling.
Okay. What about Claudia?
Come down, come downstairs. Don't just close. Eat.
Okay.
I'll sit down to eat. I'll make sure that I carefully inspect the blade of my axe while I glance over at the guy every now and then.
And he kind of mutters under his breath, "Yeah, I get it. She's yours. Back off."
Do I hear that?
Do I hear that?
Make a perception check. I love that, like, both.
No, he didn't.
No.
Coltash does not hear it.
I do.
Claudia, you think you hear something.
21. Fine.
It was muttered under his breath, and you're like, you know he muttered something. Something to the extent of, you hear she and yours.
Not quite. Alright, then not quite. Just kind of look over at him, raise eyebrow, go back to eating.
And I'm going to eat now as well.
Okay. The breakfast here is not extravagant. It is basically oatmeal.
It's fine.
That's okay. I've had worse.
There's nothing to put in it. There's no fruit or anything. There's beef jerky if you want to slap some beef jerky in there.
Actually, yes, I do.
Protein. Yeah, actually.
It's not a road trip without beef jerky.
That's right.
And trail mix.
So you two enjoy your breakfast. What about Basil and Ree? And by enjoy, I mean enjoy.
I would probably go into the inn for some breakfast and admire with bright eyes how shiny his armor is.
It is. I mean, it's hard to tell in here because it's not very well lit. But any light that there is in this common room is being reflected off his armor.
And do we? You know how like you take a mirror and you can kind of do the spots. When he turns, do any of the glinting lights shine in people's eyes?
No, because like I said, there isn't enough light in the common room to do that with. But he is a lighter. He's a slightly brighter spot because there's a few candles burning. There are only 2 windows. So any light coming in, he does look like he's a much brighter spot in the common room, but there's not enough direct light to reflect.
Got it.
So he's not blinding anybody.
Damn.
Sorry.
I was gonna try and like get him to turn certain ways to blind people
Just be
early
like,
in the morning.
do this, tilt this way.
I would just move to different points in the room and be like, "Hey, Coltash," and see if he turns.
Okay.
So we finish our breakfast.
I would go up to the inn as well. Just to-
Okay. So you all eat your breakfast. Are you all sitting at the same table?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Why not?
You all sit down at the same table to eat your breakfast. You kind of notice, as you walk in, you can notice both Coltash and Claudia kind of glance at this one guy sitting by himself. Ree recognizes him as the hey, if you want a husband, go there.
Hey,
I did
You're
say
looking
that.
for someone.
Sure. I forgot about that.
So yeah, you enjoy the really shoddy oatmeal cold hash with beef jerky in it. Once you guys finish, what would you guys like to do?
Head north.
Yes, we're heading
Hello.
for Nicopolis,
Okay.
as far as I'm aware, unless because Claudia needs to go there. I have to go there to get back home, which is where I have to go.
Was
I have
I?
no clue where I'm going, so I'm just tagging along.
Yeah, I need to go back to. Where is this? Where is it? Let me zoom in. 'cause the
It
map
is
super-
to the it's basically due west of Elos, but if you go due west, you're gonna walk off the edge of the world.
Hispalis. That's where I need to go to. Hispalis.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so people are going to Nicopolis first.
Yep.
I reckon I could go there.
Well, that's where you set up your shop.
Yeah, I need to check up on my shop for sure. It's been a couple days. It's been a week almost.
Yeah, it has been almost a week.
Yeah.
Okay. So you
I'm sure the
guys,
vandals have messed
I'm
up
sure there
my
are
shop.
elves in Nicopolis.
you sure there's what in Nicopolis?
Elves?
Oh yeah, it's a
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
big hub.
On the way out, I will stop at that guy's table.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I wish you luck on your life search. No longer include me in it.
Do I hear this?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
And is Claudia trying to be quiet about it?
Yes.
Wait,
Wait, yeah, what? I want to make a perception check too to see if I'd hear it.
Okay. Dazzle, no.
Nope.
Re, no.
well,
Okay.
shit. Okay. Well, let's just walk out. I think it's weird that she's talking to some random dude.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys head out and head north from Elos towards.
As I leave, I walk uncomfortably close to him and accidentally bump him with my elbow.
He spills some of his oatmeal, but for the most part, doesn't engage. He avoids. He almost avoids eye contact with you, like.
As Coltash reaches the door, his shoulders slump just a little bit, and then he leaves.
Okay. All right. So you guys, Claudia gets her horse from the stable. From
Good boy, Maximus.
from one of the stable hands, an 8-year-old little half orc.
Oh, I have no idea I had money stolen from him.
You
You are not there. You don't have a horse. You are not there.
Well, no, I see you get your horse.
Yeah, the horse would have been let out from the stables to you. You wouldn't have to actually go into the stables.
Oh, okay. There we go.
So I walk.
So
up
the
to
little one is bringing him.
Yeah.
I walk up to the little kid. I go, "Where's my horse?"
Claudia's just gonna say ignore him and keep going.
Kid turns around.
to the little boy. Ignore.
Yeah. He nods to you, Claudia. Turns around and walks back in the stable.
Stay out of trouble, kid.
Did you say it loud enough for him to hear it?
Yep.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Claudia sees that too, by the way.
I find that perfectly appropriate.
All right.
Saddle up. Off we go.
Actually, her horse would be going a lot slower than that because she's got to keep up with you guys.
Yeah.
Yep. Pretty much. Yep. We get it. So you guys head north towards Nicopolis. And it's a good, 3 or 4 day travel?
Mm-hmm. We think you said it was 3.
We'll say 120 miles. Yeah, it's about 3 hard day travel. Would you be making, hard days out of the travel, or would you be kind of a little more leisurely?
I know Koltash would be
I'm
wanting
not
to push.
meandering.
Koltash would be wanting to push because if we're going to be following Claudia's plan, I want to see it happen as quickly as possible.
Okay.
I'm good with
So
that.
the half orc would be forcing the march. Gotcha.
Oh wait, no, we're not following because we're not reporting them. Because we told them the orc was dead, so we're not doing that.
No, we're just
Or
going
is Claudia going to report him anyway?
Oh, I'm still going to report that he did it. I just told him he was dead. I didn't say I wouldn't report him. He still stole. He still stole a child of a noble family.
Okay, in which case, yes, then Koltash would be pushing the pace.
Okay. Alrighty. Bring some stuff up.
By the second day, I would be asking for by mid-second day, I'd be asking for either a piggyback ride or to ride on the horse.
You're not getting on the horse.
Even with Basil pushing it, he's still slowing the group down.
Yeah.
To the pace that he can maintain.
So if we can want to go faster.
Basil, I will give you a piggyback ride.
Sweet.
Yeah, no one's getting
Basil,
but me.
when Ree offers this to Basil is a little more shy about it than had Koltash said, "Yeah, I'll carry you."
Okay.
So Basil is like kind of like looking around and he's like, "Okay, sure," and he kind of humbly, bashfully kind of approaches, allowing you to. Or climbs on your back, and it's just kind of like holding onto you as much as is necessary.
As Koltash watches this, he just says to Ree, "You know, you're not doing him any favors."
Hey! That dude, that priest dude said I'd be burdened with shortness forever.
So what? Your horse isn't fast enough?
No. Bob likes to go at Bob's pace.
If Bob can't do Bob's job, maybe Bob should be put down.
If you can see him, you do it.
I'll wait till you remount.
Oh.
Claudia is just ignoring this 100%. It's not happening.
We'll say the piggyback ride happens on probably the second day.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pushing it, but I'm like, if we want to go any faster.
Yeah, so you guys are about a
we're gonna
half
need
a
to
day.
be-
Yeah, maybe a quarter of the day behind because of Basil's pace.
Sure.
Alicia,
Yes.
how does Claudia's necklace clasp?
How does it clasp? Oh, it's interconnecting loops.
Okay, so it is an over the head type thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Why does that matter? That is very specific.
Are they tied? Are they tied loops or?
They're you flip the switch and then you connect them that way.
Okay, so it's an actual clasp.
Yes.
Alrighty. Make a perception check.
Who is trying to take
on your
my necklace?
second day of travel, make a perception check.
No.
You think you hear something. It almost sounds like the faint beating of wings.
With my new vantage point, can I see anything?
Make a perception check.
So I do think I hear something.
You think you hear something.
Okay, well I will kind of look up to see if there are any birds I think made that noise.
Basil, you also think you maybe hear the beating of wings.
Are we gonna get attacked by magpies? Is that what's happening?
They're after me, Lucky Charms.
Nobody here will get this, but that's 2 Rossini references, and it's now I have warring overtures in my head.
I'm just reading up on this real quick. So, Claudia, you think you hear the beating of wings. You're not real sure. You look up, you don't see any birds. But that doesn't mean one didn't fly overhead.
That's true.
Common sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you hear hoofbeats in Central Park, you don't think zebras.
No.
So you're just a bird flew overhead, whatevs. And then, absent-mindedly, you reach up to grab your necklace. It's not there.
That's the problem.
Make another perception check. $14. Okay. You look around. You think, it's got to be on your person, right? And then you just glance off the side and you see a gold sparkle flying off to the east.
Well, I immediately chase after it because I am screwed without that necklace.
Okay. Is anybody else going to follow her?
Yeah.
If she just bolts off
She
in
just
one
bolts,
direction,
yeah.
Yep. No,
then
didn't-
I'm gonna.
Didn't say anything?
I shout,
Like-
"What is it?"
Claudia!
it's got my focus.
I run after her.
Same.
Now, the funny thing is that
Sorry.
her focus,
It's a gold
it has her focus physically, but it's also her magical focus.
Well, that's what I was trying to play. Yeah.
It was funny to me. Koltash follows after her. What about Ree and Basil?
Yeah, I'm going.
Ree and Basil. Ree follows Basil. Oh wait,
I'm-
and
Wait,
that's right.
Basil's on my back.
That's right.
Yeah.
Piggyback.
Yeah, I'm holding on tighter as she just suddenly starts
like-
bolting.
I just run.
It's like, oh
Running.
no! Slow down,
I'm going
tall
now.
person. Slow.
Okay, so Claudia bolts on her horse, and Koltash follows behind. He's probably about 15 feet behind you, give or take. And the distance grows because the horse has faster movement speed. So Claudia, you arrive first at a small lake with some trees near and around it. Nothing spectacular. And you see your focus floating over the middle of the lake.
Well, that's clearly a trap.
What would you like to do?
Take my crossbow out and shoot at it.
You're going to shoot at the focus.
Shoot. Wait, so it's just floating and it doesn't look like it's being held by
It's
anything?
just floating.
I'm not getting in the water.
Do you want to, other than the crossbow thing, what do you want to do before the rest of the group shows up?
I mean, I guess I would shoot right above the point of the focus to see if there's anything holding it that way.
Okay. Make a combat or a attack roll with disadvantage.
Sure. If I just hit the crossbow, that should do it, right?
Yeah. 13. Your bolt flies what you think is true and sails almost directly over where the your pendant and the chain are dangling. It doesn't seem to strike anything and just continues sailing on. and you hear a very small voice. What languages do you speak?
Okay, this is going to take a little bit. I speak Common, Draconian, Elvish, Celestial, Abyssal, Undercommon, Primordial.
You hear a tiny voice speaking a language you do not understand.
Return my possession. Return
That's pretty much what
my
you heard.
possession. And I say return my possession.
And you hear a ah! And your pendant just kind of like jerks off to the side a little bit, and you're not sure what happened. And about this time, Koltash is probably rolling up on the scene. Koltash, you roll up and you see Claudia in the distance shooting a crossbow bolt that doesn't seem to strike anything. Make a perception check as you're coming up to.
Sorry, I was just messing with stuff. That was me doing stuff. Ignore me.
Basil,
with my
you
eye.
get punched in the face.
Yeah.
No, Basil gets punched in the
Basil was punched in the face.
Koldash, you do not hear the sound.
I did not do it.
Your footfalls are just too loud. But you do see her pendant floating, probably about 10 feet up over this lake, like right in the middle. It's not a very big lake. It's probably 25 feet across.
So
Total.
how
So it's
far
a
is it
pond.
to the middle of the? How far is it to the middle of the
It's a
pond,
pond.
lake, whatever?
About 12 feet.
And how deep does
Ish.
it look?
It doesn't look very deep. It probably looks like it's no more than 15, 20 feet deep.
Okay. 12 feet? I can do 12 feet. So I'm just gonna wade in and just start pushing myself over to it. Well, wait. Is it over water, or is there like a little?
No, it's over. No, there's no island. It's over the water.
Oh, it's over the water. Oh,
Yeah.
then never mind.
Okay.
No, sorry, I
Okay.
misinterpreted. I say to Claudia, what's happening?
It's at least one invisible creature has taken my focus, and she points to where her necklace is being held.
Invisible creature. I am going to
What languages does Koltash speak?
Common and Orc.
You hear the same. That's all you can make out.
So, since it's relatively close, I'm going to take my hand axe and throw it.
Okay. With disadvantage. You watch your hand axe fly wide, not even close to where the focus is hanging in the air, and into the sand to the other side.
Okay, so I'm going to trot around to the other side to retrieve it.
Okay. At this point in time, you and Basil are arriving.
Let's see.
What languages does Basil and Ree speak?
Common, Elvish, and Dwarvish.
Druidic, Common, Gnomish, Primordial.
You all hear. And
I
then
imagine
you hear,
I've taken another shot at this point.
you hear what sounds like a harumph! And go ahead and make your shot real quick.
Okay. Nope.
You hear it sounds like a huh! And the focus straight down into the water. Like,
Well, now I gotta go get it.
not like it was falling. Like you watch as
Oh, like it
The-
looks like
the
whatever was
section
dove
that's
with it.
being held went down into the water. So the actual scale is like up in the air as it's being pulled down that quickly.
Great. So now there's an invisible creature underwater. That's
Is
awesome.
it still invisible? It was okay.
Well, the one spell I could do is now worthless.
What was the one spell?
Well, the one attack spell, to be specific. Firebolt.
Oh,
What's that gonna do underwater? I mean, sure, it's magical fire, but still.
Yeah, I got nothing.
okay.
Well, I'm going to continue around until I get to my axe to retrieve it.
Okay.
Did I notice this happen?
I would say you probably have been keeping half an eye on it and your axe just to know where you're going and so you don't trip and fall. Yeah, you would have seen it go right into the water.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So only 15 feet deep. Once I grab my axe, I'm just gonna... Now I am gonna go in and just start. Take a big breath and go down.
Okay. You can see the focus like darting around in the water, and it's moving pretty quick.
Okay, is there any kind of pattern to it, or is it just random up, down, around?
It just seems random.
Is it contained with any kind of size area?
No, it moves throughout the pond.
Top to bottom, all
Top to
all
bottom,
the
all
way
over the place.
across?
Yep.
Okay. Does it appear to avoid me if I move, as I move? If it's
Yes.
like going random all around,
Yeah, it does.
is
It does seem to be
deliberately
avoiding
not
you.
coming near me?
Yeah.
So it's obviously not really random.
It looks random. It's just being dragged around, and after several minutes, you see it shoot back up, out of the pond
When it goes back up, I shoot at it again.
with.
Well, actually, it's above water now,
Mhm.
so I can try Firebolt.
With disadvantage.
And when I see it go up, I'm going to try and swim to be directly underneath it.
Nope.
Nope. The 11. Your firebolt flies across the other side of the pond and dissipates as it crashes into the ground. After once it comes back up, you hear the sound again, and Basil, you hear somebody speaking in Druidic.
Ooh. What are they saying?
Clearly nobody understands Sylvan. I just want you fuckers to make me laugh, and then I'll give you back your stupid thing.
I'm like confused in Druidic. Druidic. Like I'm like, if you just show yourself and spoke to us in a language we could understand, we would have made you laugh, and then you could have given us back our thing instead of my friends trying to hurt you.
He says in Druidic, guys.
Yeah.
Which we don't
no idea.
understand.
So
Sounds being weird.
Reed just hears me talking in just a weird like language, and it just kind of sounds like the rustling of leaves.
Yeah, you're speaking plant.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I probably don't hear it because I'm in the pond swimming, trying to
Does
get
it-
underneath it.
Does it speak back?
It says that.
All I know is Sylvan and Druidic. And
You know,
if I show myself, your angry friend will hit me.
well, if you didn't steal her property,
And your angrier friend might hit me too. You
didn't steal.
can't see her do that, but.
See, I infer who she's talking about, and I go, well, he's always angry, and she was only angry because you took her thing. If you had come up to her and spoken in Common, do you not know Common?
No. I just said Druidic and Sylvan. Do you not know how to listen?
You could have tried Druidic earlier, and I would have understood you.
I didn't know you were a
What's it
druid.
say?
I just thought you like to weave shit in your beard.
No.
At this point, I look over at Basil because he's been talking for a while. Just like, who are you talking to?
You can
What
hear.
is-
You
what
can
are you
hear the
saying?
disembodied voice talking back.
Okay, it's just like, in that case, she'll say just like,
Am I underneath it
understand
yet?
that thing.
Yeah, the entity is back like 10, 12 feet above the water.
I am talking with Bob. That
Nice.
thing
Your
is
horse?
just...
I can see you. I can hit you with spells. Translate.
It would like you to tell a really funny joke, and then it will give you back its item.
Can it
And it also
understand
says
common?
that the angry one below it is too shiny and it needs to rub mud on its outfit.
I only believe the first part of that.
Actually, you know what? Make a deception insight.
He is always at it stuff. I never believe the second part of whatever he says.
I mean, just because you don't believe it doesn't mean you won't buy it.
Ah! Yes!
Oh no!
I
Huzzah!
really want my focus back.
The day is ours. And I speak back to it in Druidic. Do you understand Common, or do you only understand these two languages?
Only these two languages.
I can't tell the joke anyway.
You tell me the joke, and I will tell it the joke in translation. But some things might get lost.
I am not a funny person.
Without the joke, it won't give back the item. Also, he's still shiny. Does Koltash hear this, or is he too far away?
You're in the middle of the pond, correct, Koltash?
I'm in the middle of the pond, treading water directly underneath it, trying to
Okay.
figure out what to do.
Okay.
I'm focused on it. I'm not really paying attention to the people on the shore at this point.
Okay.
Hey, Koltash! The item, or the being requires you to be muddy, or it won't give back the item.
That's not going to happen.
You're too shiny. It doesn't like it.
I don't care what it does or does not like. It's a thief. If it does not give back what it stole, we'll kill it.
Does Koltesh sound extremely angry when saying this?
No, he just sounds very matter-of-fact and businesslike at this
Okay.
point.
So Claudia, are you gonna tell a joke?
I am thinking.
No, I'm not telling a joke. Alicia is.
He said Claudia.
Oh, he said Tanya for a second. I'm like, what? No.
No, he said Claudia.
No, I said Claudia.
He did say Claudia.
Yeah, speaking in character.
I missed it. I am so sorry. Or I misheard it.
And I look down at Ree, and I'm like, Ree, you got any jokes?
Nothing that anyone else here would find funny.
Well, I don't know what that thing might find funny. It says it speaks Sylvan and the Druidic, so it's the only reason why I can understand it. I speak back to it in
What
Druidic.
is... okay.
Then I if I hear this, which I'm presuming I'm paying attention now, then you tell it what I said. If it doesn't understand what I'm saying, then tell it to give back what it stole, or we will kill it.
I do not want the thing to fly away. It is very important I get that back.
Okay. I'm speaking in
I was gonna like what is black and white and red?
So I'm translating in Druidic.
Mm-hmm.
The angry one would like a sandwich. The one you stole from has a joke. What is black and white and invisible? And soon to be read all over.
I don't know. What is black and white and invisible and soon to be read all over?
You, if you don't give back the thing you stole!
Make
You are going to get my focus taken! Oh, so bad! Oh, but I don't know. You have to pick 2 of the languages I didn't know. 2 of them.
I didn't pick it. It's all random. I'm sorry.
I thought, isn't Dory a high elf?
Do high elves speak Sylvan?
Not innately. You have to
I
pick
didn't
it.
think so.
Oh, I thought elves spoke Sylvan innately.
No, Elven.
Um,
So you point and you say that Koltash wants a sandwich. You say the angry one wants a sandwich. And when
Yes.
Koltash spoke to Basil and said what you wanted translated, what was your tone of voice?
Koltash was very matter of fact.
I told you, he's not speaking angrily, he's just
Okay.
speaking very businesslike, direct, and matter-of-factly.
Okay. I just want to make sure that hadn't changed.
Nope.
All right.
Claudia
Basil,
sounded dead.
Basil, make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. I have a +5 on wisdom. This is some bullshit.
Everybody watches as Basil's. He's still piggyback riding. So everybody but Ree can see Basil's form shift down into like a leopard frog. So now Ree has a frog sitting on her shoulder.
What the hell?
Ribbit.
Claudia just puts her hand over her face.
Am I still conscious of myself, or am I actually like, have I become truly a frog?
It's polymorph.
Okay, so I am the frog.
You are the frog. Yes. So both Claudia, Ree, and Koltash, you hear just like
I made it laugh.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, Claudia,
hey,
then
yeah, hey.
kind of like hold out her hand
Relax.
beseechingly.
the focus flies over the water, over Claudia's hand, and from high up, drops into your hand.
Back around my neck.
Can you turn him back, please?
I can't understand you.
He can't understand me.
No.
I mean, I know that.
Person who can
I'm
understand.
just like motioning to the frog and like shrugging.
I'm going to swim back to
I jump
shore
into
and
Ree's
towards
hair.
Claudia.
I jump into Ree's hair.
Into her hair.
Claudia's just rubbing her forehead.
When I get back to shore, I come up by them. Did I see this happen? Did I see him turn into this frog?
You saw Basil, who was piggyback riding on Ree. Into
Actually, you
a
know
frog.
what? Can I make an Arcana check? to see how long I think this is going to last?
Yes, you can.
Warm up.
While she does that, I'm going to walk up to Ree and grab the frog out of her hair gently.
Ow.
You
jump away.
you know
No,
in your
grab
you know from your studies that
gently but firmly.
polymorph lasts up to an hour.
Okay.
Or until the creature drops to 0 hit points.
Ribbit.
Claudia will say, he will be back to normal in an hour.
Ribbit. I'm squirming in Coltash.
On the upside, we can travel faster. He is lighter to carry this way.
Ribbit.
There should just be a frog always.
Do we really need him to come?
Ribbit.
Let us be on our way.
No.
So Claudia will wave in the general direction of the creature. And I imagine at this point, she'll have one hand on the reins, one hand on her focus, because now she's paranoid.
There are, and because you're in an area where there's water around, and it's still water, there are bugs. So you watch as Basil's now frog tongue.
Ribbit.
So what makes this extra funny is I was actually watching Princess and the Frog earlier today.
Nice.
If anybody remembers that scene.
Would Coltash know, just from where, would he have seen any polymorphine? Would he know that if the creature got injured, it would turn back into itself?
I think polymorph is a... Is it on the cleric spell list?
Wait, well, on the Paladin one, you mean?
Cleric or paladin.
I don't remember,
I
actually.
don't either.
Look it up real quick.
I do not see it.
Let's see, Cleric. I don't see it on Cleric.
It is bard, druid, sorcerer, and wizard.
Yeah, so no.
So Coltash's experience with it would probably not be very good, since
Okay.
you are mostly
Just-
producing paladin than clerics.
Right, I was just curious. That would have...
But I mean,
That would have
Claudia
altered
is,
what
is Claudia is welcome to share that knowledge with you.
No,
Yeah, I know
that's
I
fine.
am.
That's fine. It just would have directed a particular approach.
She thinks he's more useful being this size right now.
I know, but I think Coltash wants a.
Well,
Squish.
but I don't, because I don't know that will happen. So
Okay.
I will carry the frog in my fist firmly,
Frog fist.
Ribbit.
perhaps a little too tight.
Ribbit.
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 Aww.
Ribbit.
No.
Ribbit.
and start heading back towards the road.
Okay.
Yeah.
The way we came.
Claudia, make another perception check, just for
Is it gonna take it again? I have a hand on it.
All right.
No, it's fine. It's cool. You guys head back towards the road.
Is it still in my hand?
Yeah, no, you like won't take your hand off the focus.
Okay.
The focus is still in your hand.
My horse is gone somehow that I was riding.
The whole horse just disappears.
Oh man, that'd have been great. Cast polymorph on that.
I would not have appreciated that.
So we're heading back to the...
Yeah, we're heading back to the road to head back to Nicopolis.
Yup.
Is this the thing you rolled?
Is what the thing I rolled.
Maybe, never mind. No, it's not.
So are we back to the main road?
Yeah, you guys make your way back to the main road. It's not yet. You weren't too far off the road. It was just out of visuals. But yeah, you get back to the road just fine.
Okay. After an hour, what happens?
Basil turns back into Basil in your hands. Your hand
Because
is like
I'm-
wrapped around the scruff of his shirt.
I
I look at him and I go, ribbit.
drop him.
Basil, you have an odd taste in your mouth.
I pull out some mint leaves out of a little satchel and I start chewing on those.
You also think you have something stuck in your teeth.
It's not the first time.
By the way, I did just drop him.
Okay, good.
I know it's not far, but I did.
Okay.
Well, it's like 3 feet. or
for
probably
him.
like 2 feet. Yeah.
It needs to be 10 feet for fall damage. You want to throw him up in the air and he'll fall.
No, not this time.
We've already gone, like, we've traveled for an hour, so, okay. And I look up at Coltesh and I go, what, no piggyback ride?
Oh, you realize that you're not at the pond anymore, too, by the way.
Yeah. Oh. Fucking imps. Would I know it was an imp?
Make a nature check.
Okay.
I think it was like a water fay or something.
Yeah, that too. Nature. You'd think I would have being a druid, right? Well, I don't know shit.
Dude.
I turn around in the direction that I think is the pond, and I scream back in Druidic, "Fuck you!" And then I run my stubby little legs up to try and catch up with the rest of the crew.
Okay. It is 4 o'clock. We're going to take a quick break.
Cool.
So you guys can plug whatever you want to plug to the stream.
I'm gonna go take the
My
doggo
cat
out
really
to
wants
pee.
attention.
Oh, hi, kitty. Oh, hi, meow. Meow. I gotta go take the dog out.
The
real
stream
quick.
is probably just seeing her butt.
This is my butt.
So as more than half of the people walk away, I'll walk away shortly, but in the meantime, so yeah, we're playing for charity. We're playing for Life After Hate. If you're donating, that's where the money's going this month. You can click on the banner below to make a donation, should you choose, and read more about the charity, which is dealing with helping people in the far-right extremist movement to remove themselves from it. And in doing so, you can also help us if you choose one of the lovely donation levels also below, like giving us advantages or disadvantages, or inspiration dice, or critical successes or failures, but successes. So
Plus successes, please.
Emphasis on those successes from the players.
Please.
Emphasis on the failure from the DM.
And so yeah, that is what is going on and what will happen with your lovely donations should you choose to make them, but don't feel that you have to, because your presence here is gift enough for us. Thank you for joining us and watching the beginnings of our story in our dysfunctional little group.
That's
You
it,
laugh,
that's what
but
we
you
want.
know I'm not joking.
No, you're not wrong.
And now that our DM is back, maybe our DM can speak a bit while I step away. Tanya,
Okay.
take it away.
Yay! Hello, people in the stream. the 6 viewers. Let's see who it is. Ayami, Briar Cub is back, awesome, and Southern Slummin'. So yeah, no, as Danny pointed out, the charity is Life After Hate. It was created by former alt-right extremists who felt that lifestyle probably wasn't the best for them, or for our community as a whole, and changed their ways. They felt that compassion was better than hate, so they are now trying to help other people in the movement get out through compassion, and hopefully changing their mindset about the whole movement. Less hate is better. But also, the campaign, if you'd like to know more about the campaign itself, if you scroll down into the information below, you can find information about the players. You can see their Twitter accounts and Alicia's Twitch. You can also see that there is some campaign information where you can click on the campaign forums and read any forum posts that are there available to you, which they should all be. You can read about the setting background and deities, which the deities will be updated as the players learn more about them. You can also look at the journal and view anything that is made public to all. There should be some handouts that are there. There should be some images of, like, Elos, the temple they just left, and a few other things. And while we wait for the players to get back, do any of the viewers have questions, comments, snide remarks?
Also, my little brother is watching. Hey, little brother.
Oh, does he not log into Twitch?
No. He just floats.
He just floats?
Yeah. Also, if my little brother is watching, go back to DMing your own game, please. I know that's what you're doing right now.
Oh, is he DMing too?
Yes!
Or get your friends to watch the game and then DM your game later.
That works too!
And then get your parents to donate.
Viewing party. I told him to. I was like, bro, do the thing. You know it's
Do the thing. Oh, also, for the little brother who is just floating, if you make an account and you follow, you could win an effing cool mini.
When you said the little brother who's just floating, I immediately thought of the movie It.
We all float down here.
I just saw that yesterday.
And I'm not sure why I sounded 1920s.
I've heard just really good stuff about it.
I mean, it's good. It's scary.
Yeah, I will not be watching it.
It did not scare me as much as the first one did. The first time
well, it's because you were like 4 when the first one came out.
I was like 6 or 7 when I watched it.
I mean, so was I, but you were like 4 when it came out, weren't you? Oh,
and Tim Curry as It scared the shit out of me.
Tim Curry scares me just in general sometimes.
Oh man, he was great.
Sorry,
in
Tim
Legend.
Curry. Tim Curry, if you're watching, I apologize.
Yeah, he was his voice was awesome in Legend. Oh my god.
No, don't get me wrong. Like I love him to death,
shit.
but like.
So I DM'd my. Or do you have something?
Yeah, one more thing quick. Going back to the followers, again, if you follow, and I can get 10 followers in the month of September, I will give away the Duracell Warrior. If you scroll down, you will see the follower giveaway information, where you can click on the link and actually see the picture of the mini, because it is not available on their website. The other two, I think, also link to some random pictures, but you can actually look up Vampire Lord and Lich Priestess on the Effin' Cool Minis website and get a much better picture. But yeah, follow, get free shit.
So I DM'd my my second session yesterday, and like the Horde of the Dragon Queen adventure is like non-stop fights.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how like. Supposedly, at the end of Chapter 1, you're supposed to level up to level 2. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure you could be level 3 or 4 by the end of Chapter 1 if your characters are just go and fight everything that they can fight. So I'm switching to a mix of that plus the Tal'Dorei campaign guide, and I'm going to just homebrew up some shenanigans. and give them a taste of story instead of just nonstop fighting.
I'm still waiting on my physical guide.
Me too.
Come on, Green Ronin. I
Mine
pre-ordered
hasn't
that
come in
shit.
yet either.
I know
Yeah.
people are posting all over. Oh, I got my book. I'm like, yeah, fuck you guys.
I mean, I did just move into this dorm, so like it has to go to my other house first, and then it has to be shipped to me here.
I have the PDF. So.
Yeah, I have a PDF too, but I really like the physical book.
Still want the book. Yeah.
Yeah, my buddy sent me the PDF, so. I was like,
Yeah, I didn't get the PDF because it was a birthday present.
Oh, do you want the PDF? I can get you a link.
Yeah, that'd be great, actually.
Okay.
Thanks.
I did not say that on live stream.
That didn't happen.
We're talking about a different PDF.
Yeah.
That's right. We're talking about a PDF of
Of
That you can get
Unearthed
from DM
Arcana
stuff.
that is
Unearthed
available
Arcana
from.
Yeah, I'll get you a link to that Unearthed
Thanks.
Arcana thing.
I hear there are some really cool monk subclasses in it.
Yeah. All right, we are all back. Alicia, do you want to plug anything?
Oh yeah, my friend's Kickstarter for his Pythos systems, cool stuff. Give it a look-see. He's got 5 more days to go on his campaign. A lot of the way there, but could still use some help. So if you can show him some love, that'd be great.
And don't
Link in the
forget
chat.
to check out Alicia and I on
Oh, yes.
Saturdays as we
Let's
play
talk
the
about
Vice
Yes.
at 2 p.m. Eastern on Saturdays.
Also, one last thing to all of my friends and family in Florida and
Yeah.
southern Alabama, please stay safe, drink lots of water, and live.
Yep. I can
Hunker down best as you can.
I can luckily say that in Atlanta we're only gonna get hit with a tropical storm.
Yeah, I'm in Birmingham, but my family's
Yeah. Yeah.
down.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, we're probably
So.
gonna get a lot of flooding up here though too. So.
Yeah.
And Birmingham is gonna get hit with one of the outer bands, yeah.
Yep.
So just not a shit ton of rain.
Yeah, tomorrow and Tuesday.
Yep. Same here.
Yeah, and who expected it to go up the west coast of Florida? Didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
I'm just really happy, and I hate to say this, I'm really happy it didn't hit Mississippi and Louisiana again, because they still haven't fucking gotten back from
Yeah.
Katrina 10 years ago. People are still living in those stupid FEMA trailers. So, anyway.
And Houston is still recovering, and at least the other hurricane in the Gulf of Mexico hit Mexico.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Going back to the link that Alicia posted, I will say that I've looked at the Kickstarter. It looks like a really awesome game. Probably not great for not in-person play. So if you have
That's fair.
if you have a live
Yeah,
group,
one game.
if you have a live group, definitely look at it, give it a try. If you plan on having a live group, look at it, give it a try. Or if you just like learning new systems.
And
'Cause it
not that
it
it's
does
a
look
good
really
thing
good.
that, and not that it's a good thing that Katya hit Mexico, because it's not.
Yeah.
It's just
I like when you said that. I'm like, I know what you meant.
Yeah.
I realized how I said that. Just like didn't phrase that quite the best way.
Yeah, we know somebody in this country is thinking that. Anyway, no politics. Getting back to the
high
game.
fantasy.
You were on a horse. Well, I was on a horse.
Yeah, well, Jeff just took off again.
He's on Bob. It's fine.
He's on Bob. Alright, he's clippity clopping away. Alright, so yeah, you guys make it back to the road. Continue north, and Basil turns back into Basil and gets dropped on the ground.
Yep.
The
And I'm
the
assuming
rest.
gets re-piggied by Dory. Bree. Dang it. Sorry.
They sound similar, so.
I'll get it right. Makes sense.
Eventually.
It's okay, Claudia, don't worry about it.
But. No, it's fair. That is fair.
What do you want? Sorry, guys.
Attention.
It's, my god is yelling at me. So the rest of the journey north to Nicopolis is fairly uneventful. And you see the city gates come into the city walls come into view. Let's go to handouts. Location. Show to players. Is it gonna show it to all the players? Maybe. Alright, we're just gonna do this. Oh, it's because I think I started it within two people's journals. That it's like,
Why are we looking at your computer screen?
For this stream.
Oh, so they can see the map
For the stream.
for the stream.
Oh.
For the life of the stream.
The strum.
So yeah, you are coming up from the south, and you see the city gates,
home
city
sweet
walls
home.
come in view. As you, well, not from the south, you actually are coming from the southwest because you had to walk around the water. But yeah, you see the walls come into view, and there's a little bit of farmland on the outskirts of it.
I like how the number one wildlife in demographics is large cats. That makes me happy.
Because, you know, why
Large
not?
cat.
And fish aplenty.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. and ect.
And etc. Yes.
No, it's ect.
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 But you have,
Did I spell it wrong?
it's etc. etc.
I blame dyslexia.
As it is right now, it's etc.
Etc. Etc. Etc.
Yep, you know, two people saw this before the rest of the group. They could have said something.
I didn't see this.
Yeah, you did. It was available for you to view.
I didn't see
see,
it.
you didn't tell me to look at it, though. No, I told you specifically through various chat options that you had shit available under handouts and should go look at it.
That happened like, what, 3 weeks ago? I can't be bothered.
To be fair, I only just now saw it.
You did because you hadn't
Otherwise,
spent a lot of time.
I would have said something.
That's fair.
But I think I did the same thing to
The editors apologize.
to your town too, Masanos. Yeah, Haley, like I did.
Yeah, but yes, we arrive at Nicopolis.
You do.
Yay!
What would you like to immediately do in Nicopolis?
I am actually. You know what? I am going to offer. It's just like if you would like to rest for the night, you are welcome to take residence with my people.
I have a shop. I need to go back and check up on.
That would be nice. I don't have anywhere else to stay. Thank you.
That's yours. She'll look to Coltash.
That would be very kind of you. Thank you. Although I do need to report back to my temple as well. But that can be done tomorrow.
That's what. So first thing, we're going to Claudia's house.
Okay.
House.
Yeah. Alright. You make your way through the streets of Nicopolis.
Mm-hmm.
And deep into the city. Towards the center of the city, actually, where you see that large square, which is the palace.
Mm-hmm.
Around the palace, there are various, I wouldn't call them villas, but there are upscale housing. And the Wingard family has a very nice-sized mansion?
Basically.
Compound? I mean, they're all walled off. They all have, like, yards and whatnot. You've noticed that walking through the city, very few people actually have, like, greenery outside their buildings and abodes, because everything's just kind of, like, built up, and it's just so compact and compressed with just masses of bodies and people.
Mm-hmm. So I will make myself known at the gate. Or
Okay. At the gate, the main gate, or towards your house?
Towards my house.
Okay.
Because we're in the city now, right?
Yes, you are in the city.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Most of even the upper scale folks around here don't really have guards at the gate.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
They're not usually closed, mainly because the
When
city...
you said walled off, I wasn't...
Yeah, mainly because, and they are walled off to indicate what their property is.
Okay,
and
so
they
it's
don't...
like side, not front.
Yeah. Well, there are some front, and some of them actually have gates that they close at night. And most of the people here don't have guards, mainly because the city guard is pretty out in force in this area.
Yeah.
Because, they pay more taxes. And that's
Sure.
how that works, right?
Property taxes are killer, man. So,
You also get a handful of palace guards patrolling the area as well.
okay, I'll probably nod and wave when appropriate.
Okay.
Because I imagine I know quite a few.
You know two of them personally, actually.
Oh. I wonder which two.
Yeah, no, you know two of them personally. You know Tess, your brother, who's a palace guard,
Mm-hmm.
and Alistair.
Yeah, no, I figured. It's like, oh, okay, seeing those two. Kind of pause for a sec. No, because, like, what are they actually, like...
You don't see those two.
Oh, I don't see, okay.
Nah.
Okay, in that case, proceed in.
Okay. You proceed into the Wingard property, and it's probably about 50 feet from your gate to your front door. So there's a little bit of distance. It's not like it's not extravagant, but you're in a very, very overcrowded city, so it's hard to have any kind of space without putting more people out.
Yep.
Alright, so as you enter your property, would you like to immediately go inside the main entrance or something else?
Main entrance, yeah, because I want to get them settled.
Alright, you walk into the main entrance, and Koltesh and Ree are... you find yourself standing in a very nice... I think, is a vestibule the word I'm looking for?
Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
Okay. Where it is opulent, to say the least. There are marble floors, gold leaf around the crown molding. It is... Somebody has some frickin' money.
You live here?
Yeah, yes.
Really? How do you live here? I would be afraid to touch anything. I'm kind of afraid to touch anything.
Oh, there's no concern. You are a guest of mine. It is fine.
Okay.
Make yourself comfortable.
Koltash says, "This explains many things. Now I understand."
She'll shrug.
As you enter and you guys begin to speak, a woman comes out of one of the side rooms, and Claudia, you immediately recognize her as Titania.
Oh, Titania. Okay.
And I will put that into chat for you. And I'll give you the last name because you would know it. Hey, helps if you spell it right. There you go. Panau.
Titania, it is good to see you.
Oh, Miss Claudia, it's good to have you back.
Yes. These are acquaintances of mine. Please, I would like to get them settled with rooms.
You know this woman as Ignatius's wife and the mother of Cassandra.
Yep. So I figured.
Rooms, you say?
Yes.
Of course, right this way. And she shows you all up the right-hand staircase, because it's 2 staircases going up to meet. No, they don't meet on a landing. It's 2 separate landings. So she leads you up the right staircase and down a hallway where it is a carpeted hallway, and it is plush carpeting. The doors are all highly polished with intricate carvings in them. You can see that there are like dragon style carvings in all the doorways, and they are lacquered to a sheen.
I say, I like the way everything shines.
That is unsurprising.
There are also several paintings along the hallway. Is Claudia going with them for this, or?
Yeah, she's going with them.
Okay. Then, Claudia, would you give them the grand tour?
Oh, a chance to talk about Wingard lineage? Are you kidding me? Yes!
Okay. Okay. The first painting.
Many generations ago.
Yeah, the first painting on the wall would be your great-great-grandfather Jason, who I think I sent you the information, was the first advisor in your family. And she goes on and on about Jason. Non-stop.
Yep.
What
Knowledge history, y'all.
What would you tell them?
And actually, you cut out a little bit for me. I think it's like so.
Oh, what would?
So I heard Jason and then advisor.
Oh yeah, Jason was the first advisor to in your family to the king.
Right. Yes.
And I think I sent you the information about the brief family history I wrote up.
That I don't. If hold on, let me see. That I don't think you did, actually.
I'm pretty sure I did. But I will.
Because I remember I know you sent me like snippets of certain people, but not like a.
I thought I sent you. It was like maybe less than 4 sentences. There, I sent it to you again.
Okay. I'm assuming you sent it in. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. I just got to pretend like I had this the entire time.
Hello, Sophia.
Oh, that's stupid. Don't do that. But the Wingard family.
She wasn't even there anymore.
Oh, fuck. Sorry. Hold on.
You alright?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
That was a super painful sneeze, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Blush.
Did you
Normally
bite
not.
your tongue or something?
No, it just
Are you
I
okay?
sneeze really hard sometimes, and that was one of the times. Okay, yeah. So in that case, she would say, like my great great grandfather Jason Wingard, a man of humble beginnings, gave some indispensable advice to the king, and since my family has been proven beneficial, and we have reaped certain benefits based on that.
How good was he in combat?
Good enough to stay alive for a very long time.
Koltash just kind of nods and shrugs. Like, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
I'm just looking around in awe of everything.
Yeah, everything is it's very expensive. So Tatiana leads you down to the last 2 rooms in this hallway, and opens the door on the right and says, "For the young lady." And the one
okay.
across the hall, "For the
Young man.
sure." He's a little intimidating. He's got shiny ass armor on. She's not sure what to say. He doesn't look like. Actually, neither one of you look like anybody that would normally be guests here. So she was being real polite about the young lady thing. And you can kind of tell that.
Yeah.
And she points you both to your respective rooms. And when you look inside, it is again just expensive. It's a huge 4-poster bed with a canopy over it. It's raised up high off the ground. There's silk sheets and thick comforters. It just looks plush.
Are you sure this is a guest room?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Does this not meet your standards? We can find you a different one.
No. Trust me. It's way more than enough. Thank you.
Do you would you require any different outfits for the night? I can go around and have somebody get something for you. We just need quick measurement.
I mean, sure. I guess.
Excellent. So look at Titania.
Yes.
Yes, we need to get some more clothes for the young lady, my friend.
And the sir.
She'll look to Goltash, raise an eyebrow.
Why? Is there something wrong with what I'm wearing?
No, but so you have more options if you would like.
This is the best option, so I'll stick with it. But thanks.
Nod ahead.
As he goes into the room, he kind of looks around and says, "Boy, you've got a lot of money."
My family works very hard for the state of Nicopolis.
Apparently. Huh.
Yeah, like I said,
then-
Claudia did not look finely dressed or anything when you met her. She looked like...
She looked like Indiana Jones-esque.
Oh, yeah. I get it. So, is there a window in this room?
Yeah.
And where does the window look out onto?
I'm
just going to go over to the window and look out.
It looks out into the side yard where there is, and actually, Reese looks out into the same side yard. There is a very small hedge maze, with other plants and whatnot in that area. It's a small garden. There are also several stone statues that have been carved into the likeness of various wind guards.
Is there a statue of Claudia?
No.
No.
No, not yet.
Yes.
Just checking.
I haven't earned a statue yet.
But you'll get one.
There are some of the statues are full body. Some of them are just like the old Roman busts, where like the Roman emperors had just the busts made from like mid chest up. Several of those are also like lining certain areas. Some of them have like they're trying to pose, like one's looking this way. A few of them actually look up at the window, which is a little disconcerting.
Yeah. I can see Koltash just kind of...
Close the shade. So yeah, there is also each room has a very small fireplace in it for those colder nights.
Are we in the season for that?
Yeah, what time of year is it?
I think I said spring when we started.
I believe you said spring?
Okay.
What kind of a spring, though? Is this like a Minnesota spring or a Texas spring?
No, she said spring, not summer or winter.
Yeah.
There are some nights that are cooler than others. And if it were to rain on those nights, the moisture and cool air would seep in, so a fire would be lit during those times. But right now, the weather has been fairly clear.
So, like maybe a Kansas spring, perhaps.
Yeah.
The Kansas spring.
Yes, a Kansas spring.
But not Texas, because Texas spring, it's already hot and muggy.
Texas doesn't actually have spring.
Yeah, it
Just like-
does.
No, the
It lasts for
South.
about
isn't real.
no. I grew up in Texas. Texas has a spring. It lasts for about a week and a half.
The
2
South.
weeks tops.
No, the South doesn't have spring. The
Yeah,
South.
no spring
The
exists in
South
But
has.
Texas isn't entirely the South. It's different.
Close enough. The South has winter, and then fuck you, it's hot.
Yeah.
No, well, it depends on what part of Texas. I grew up in North Texas, so
Okay.
there actually
Oh,
was
well,
there
in that
actually
case.
was winter. Like, we got ice storms, so it was like summer, spring, like summer, fall, winter, spring, summer.
Yeah.
There was a spring. It lasted 2 weeks max.
So it's like northern Michigan spring. You know, you have winter most of the year. There's 2 weeks spring. Like, okay, I guess it's summer.
Yeah. Now flip that for Texas. It's
Exactly.
summer most of the year and
Yeah.
winter. Anyway,
Anyway.
we
Back to how
digress.
rich I am.
Again,
That's
yes.
all my money.
I can make it summer all year round. So
Yeah.
What time of day is it at this point?
you guys were a little bit behind because of Basil's short legs.
Sure.
So you arrived probably around noonish.
Got it. All right. Well, so I'll have Tatiana send someone to get measurements and get couple sets of clothes.
Okay. And she just kind of eyes up, and
Okay,
then
sure.
scrambles off because she's been doing
Right.
this for
And she'll
ever.
and Claudia will make sure just like thank you very much, Tatiana.
Oh,
Thank you.
No, no problem,
Yeah.
mistress. And scurries away as quickly as her old legs can. She's about the same age as your parents,
Gotcha.
so she's upwards in her late 60s, early 70s.
Spry.
I made a point of trying to remember the route that we took to get here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can
Alright.
find my way back if necessary.
Okay. Gonna pause with you guys for a minute and go over to Basil because he is gonna go check out his shop
Sure.
Indeed, yes.
because he had to split the party.
Yeah, I did.
So you begin making your way through town. You kind of continue down the main thoroughfare for a little bit with the group, and then split off to the south,
Okay.
towards what would be like the water arena,
Okay.
where you know that the king of Nicopolis has his pseudo boat wars. Like, instead of flooding the arena, he just literally had them dig out a channel to fill with water and does it in there. And you're not too terribly far away from that for your shop.
Okay.
And you arrive there, and did you have anybody watching the shop for you, or did you just kind of close it up?
I kind of closed it up, and I think I would have been. Would you say I would have been crafty enough to set my own traps?
Sure, but go ahead and make a few tinkering rolls.
Okay.
We'll say 3 traps, so do 3 tinkering rolls.
Alright. Basil. Tinkering rolls. I now have a.
I think if you just click on your tool set,
Yeah.
except
It
for
doesn't-
roll.
Yeah, it doesn't have anything attached to it.
I want to say tinkering tools uses
I think
intelligence.
it uses. Does it use intelligence or dex?
That's a good question. You know what? Honestly, the book doesn't really tell you that.
Yeah. So.
Let's see here. 5e tool checks. But somebody was kind enough to post it somewhere. No, I don't want the prices, damn you. Okay, tinkering. Nope, nothing there. Yeah, I will say tinkering is probably going to be intelligence, plus your proficiency if you are proficient in it.
I believe No, I know as a druid I'm proficient in the herbalism kit, but I think I just acquired the tinker tools because of my backstory. So, I mean, would I be proficient in it as I've been tinkering and
Yeah,
for the last, like, 100 years?
We'll say rather than herbalism, you went with tinkering.
Yeah. Okay, so it is a d20 plus 3. I'll roll 2 d20s plus 3. Yeah, because my intelligence modifier is plus 1.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. That's not how that works.
So it's either
we'll
a 15...
we'll just roll 1 and then
Yeah.
roll another one. So.
And another one. Because it was three checks. So, okay, so that was your first check. So you got a 4.
An 11 and a 19.
Alright. So one of your traps was good. One of them was spot on. Another one was okay. Roll me a D100 too, just for shits and giggles.
60.
Okay. You come back to your shop to find one of the windows is broken.
Oh, no!
You're not in a great area town, man. One of the windows is broken. The door handle looks like it has been damaged. The door's still on the frame, though. That's a plus. Handle has been damaged. And, yeah, a window is broken. How would you like to proceed?
I would like to cautiously enter.
Okay.
To see what the damage is.
Alright, so you pull out your key to unlock the door. And it's difficult because it has been damaged. It looks like the handle had been like bent a little bit, like somebody tried to kick it.
Yeah.
And didn't do so hot.
And I have my quarterstaff at the ready.
Alright. So you open the door, and you notice that that you have a table right where that window is. So you can set up a few things in the window so people can, as they're walking by, see what you have in your shop. Yeah, and it's not like one of those giant pane windows. It's a standard 6-paned like open sash type window thing. And only one of the panes is broke, but all of the things on the table have been knocked to the floor, and the table has been knocked over as well.
I'm cursing in like Gnomish at this point.
Okay. You also notice that whatever you had on your workshop behind, because you don't really have a back room in this shop, you couldn't afford to have a big shop, so you just basically have a countertop with a workspace behind it.
Yeah.
Everything has been rifled through. Things are not where you left them. A lot of stuff is on the ground. And everything appears to be there, but nothing appears to be where you left it.
I search. So everything appears. I start just kind of like basically systematically cataloging each and every item, resetting up my table.
A lot of it's broken too.
Then I have the cantrip mending, so I would probably just start like using that on everything to just kind of mend and fix it. I mean, it's not the first time that I've broken something on my own, let alone somebody come in and fuck with my shop.
No, you were gone for some time.
I was, yeah. So, that's basically what I'd be spending my time doing, is cleaning up my shop and mending everything that's broken and and then checking to see if anything was taken. Not that I would have many valuables, and I would probably then go to the guild to report a break-in.
Okay. Did you have any money on the property?
No, I took whatever little money I had with me.
Okay.
Because I tend to spend a lot of it on my creations all the time, so I usually just have some gold on me, but not usually staying at the house. Okay.
So you clean up what you can, fix what you can, things that aren't too far gone. And there's a few items that you can't fix with a mending cantrip because they're just completely busted. And you finish it up and you head out, and you said you're going to look for the guards?
To the guild.
To the guild, okay. So you head to your guild to report the crime, and when you arrive, the guild is it's a modest building, in a moderately middle-ish classed part of town. So it's in the building's in good repair, and you enter, and there is sitting behind a desk a half-elf.
Okay.
This is basically the greeter or the receptionist kind of thing. What would you like to do?
Who would I know to speak to about such going-ons, and who would I normally would report this to, like, to maybe claim some losses / ask for assistance for the next time that I leave for somebody to watch over my shop?
You would probably... You'd probably speak to one of the masters of the trade.
Okay. And I've been working for them for a good number of years so far.
Yeah.
So I'd step up to the counter. What's the half-elf's name?
The half-elf's name is Lilla?
Lilla?
Yeah.
Lilla Pad?
And she looks at you as you walk up and says, "Oh, Basil, what can we do for you?"
Hi, Lilla. I just got back from my trip. Pointless trip. And my shop has been burgled again. When will they learn that there's nothing valuable in there? But I need to report it to the master.
Darian is on duty today.
Okay, I'll speak with Darian. Do you know where he is?
Probably back in the workshop.
Alright, I'm gonna head on back.
Okay. Sorry to hear your trip was less than what you expected.
The Oracle is dead. So.
Oh my.
It was an unfortunate. She was running towards us, slipped on a piece of ice, and fell off the world.
Nice.
And it was tragic. Yeah. All right. I'll see you later.
Okay. And you walk away, and she's like, ice this time of year, that is so strange.
She believes this?
Why wouldn't she? I'm an honorable man.
mean, you don't know if she believes it or not.
Yeah. So I go back, and do I hear Darian like tinkering away back there?
Yeah, you hear several individuals in the workshop doing various different crafts. You can actually hear somebody like pounding away on an anvil, shaping something from iron.
Okay. What's Darian's form of craft?
Darian is... That is a good question.
Do you want to just make him a blacksmith?
Sure. We'll just make him a blacksmith.
Just make him a
He...
blacksmith.
You know what? We'll make him a jeweler.
Okay. Darian
more
Tarrington.
intricate metal work.
Darian Tarrington.
No, that is not his last name.
Is he a dwarf?
He is not.
What is he?
He is a full-blooded elf.
Oh. So he's a jeweler. So I would go towards the section that I know that like where the jewel crafting happens.
Yes.
And I approach pretty quietly.
Okay.
So as not to startle him in case he does have jewels in his hands that might scatter everywhere.
Yeah, don't like startle him when he's got gems.
Yeah.
Oh God, where all the emeralds go?
And I give like a small rap with my knuckles on the door.
Okay. He is currently bent over a workstation with a very large magnifying glass, working on something very intricate. It looks like from this distance he is working with a piece of wax to craft a design for a ring.
Interesting.
And he looks up from his work. He's also got one of those jeweler's lobes in his eyes. Yep. And says, "Oh, Basil, what can I do for you?"
Well, Darian, unfortunately, my shop has been burgled. They didn't get anything. I mean, they broke some of my...
Not really that surprising.
Well, I spend more on my crafts than I do on where I'm crafting.
Yes, you do tend to hang out with the riffraff down there.
It's, after they've drunk themselves into a stupor, it's pretty quiet.
When they pass out, it's quiet. When they've drunk themselves stupid, they get stupid and loud and do stupid things.
Yeah, well,
It's you reach the stupid before you reach the stupor.
Yeah, well, after a few head knocking with my quarterstaff here, they learned not to be stupid around my shop while I was there. But apparently some got bold while I was gone. I'm probably going to be leaving on another trip here soon, and I was asking if I was wondering if we could set up a few some of the lads to check up on my shop at least a couple times a day, or just one can set up at that night and do their tinkering in their in my workshop.
Oh, of course, we can send Cletus.
All right. Good, good. What's Cletus's choice of tinkering?
Oh, he likes
craft.
the clockwork.
Ah, then he'll fit in perfectly.
In case
Cletus,
you want his name.
Cletus Tiny Hands.
Jesus.
What? What? These are my NPCs.
Yep. Sure.
I'll make them up their weird names if I want to.
Yeah. We can also send Cascadia.
Cascadia, does she prefer the metalwork as well?
Yes.
Okay. Tell them they don't have to be quiet in their work. Nobody else around there is.
Okay. They may even learn something from your tinkering.
Yeah, maybe. None of my out of game. None of my real important personal work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is your actual business work where you're making like little mechanical rabbits and crap for children.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the wind up frog that hops around.
I did during those days where we were waiting for the
Oracle.
The Oracle. I did finish some of those toys.
Okay.
So I'd give them to Darian and I'd say, if you could sell these, my shop needs some repairs. The windows are kind of broken, so I can't really offer to sell them in my shop. So if somebody could, and we could share whatever the profit is.
We'll see what we can do.
Okay, awesome. All right, I'm gonna head back, and before I leave to go on another trip, I'll let you know.
Yep. Hold on 1 second. I gotta look something up real quick.
Okie dokie. Artichoke. Cascadia smoked.
I will be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
Cletus.
You know, Basil, before you go, there is the business of your dues.
How much would those be?
What it always is 5 gold a month.
I got you right here. I'm gonna put down for here's the dues for the next 3 months. I don't know how long I'll be gone.
Oh, excellent. Yes, we'll make sure that your shop is kept an eye on.
Good. Let me go ahead and mark that off on my form. 30.
Basil is broke as fuck right now, isn't he?
Basil has like 30 gold. Well, 29 actually, because I forgot about the one. Yeah, so Basil, for all intents and purposes,
Okay.
Basil is pretty broke. Yeah. Compared to Claudia, Basil's an orphan, like an urchin child.
I mean,
No,
I'm
it's
not carrying
okay.
around the family fortune on me.
I feel like
Good way to
Reed is
get
probably
robbed.
more broke than Basil, so
All right. So, you pay
Do
your.
I catch a glimpse of the design that he is making in the wax?
You do.
What
It
is?
is. Give me 1 second.
Alright. I'm gonna have to come up with names for Darion, Cletus. I like Cascadia Smoked.
Or just first names are fine.
Okay, fine.
You had the opportunity to name plenty of NPCs in your backstory session, and then you killed them all.
Yeah, right?
No, none of them are dead.
You said it'd been how many years? Most of them are dead or
Oh,
near.
well, that's not my fault.
Yes, it is. It is literally your character creation. Yes,
Why
it's your
not?
fault.
It's
You
not my
decided
fault.
that.
Gnomes live forever, and he was in a human village.
It
It's
is.
my fault.
The ring design is it's a very simple underband.
Okay,
But on top there is a floral design.
interesting. Is it just like a simple floral design? Is
Make
it
a nature
pretty
check.
intricate? Okay. Yeah, because I'm just so great at nature. You know me. Yeah, freaking
You're a druid.
right.
But nature is ants, not wisdom.
Oh my god.
That's the thing.
Yeah, nature's intelligence, not I got a
Yeah.
6.
Survival.
It is.
Get
It is.
kill.
It is very intricate design. But you can't really tell what the floral design is. And I'm gonna describe this without giving you the name as best I can. It appears to be 2 very long stems that crisscross, and at the ends of the stems there are delicate, small flower petals that kind of go up from the stem, almost similar. The top of it, while it's a flower, is very reminiscent of a cattail, as far as that's where all the flowering is, and there's a stem.
Gotcha.
Okay. Dory knows what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Because I saw you're like, oh god, why am I not there? Look.
I had like a moment. I was like, no.
I take some flower seeds out of just a pack, out of like my little fanny pack that I have on my side, and I try and imitate that with druidcraft as best as I can.
Okay.
And then like leave it on the table.
Okay.
As I'm walking out.
What color are you trying to get this, or are you just kind of doing a dull?
No. I mean, they would probably be. It would probably be green with reddish tips, where they come to like the tip of it comes to.
Okay.
Yeah. And with a like a brown at the end of the stem, green going in.
Okay. And you just leave it on the table for him?
Yeah.
As you leave it, and you turn and walk away?
Yeah.
Okay. He says, close. Very close. And that's all he says.
That's all I was trying to do. I was just trying to see if I could imitate his work.
Okay.
I like knowledge. I like knowing things.
And
then seeing if I can recreate it.
What is Basil doing now?
Basil's probably going back to his shop or going back to the market to see if he can get another, or get at least some wood to put up in the broken, or in the broken pane, or like some wood to put up in the broken pane.
Okay.
Of the window. So.
Not difficult to do.
Yeah.
What would you do after that?
Probably. Honestly, I would probably go into my tinker. Just go in and just start.
You're just gonna go and
tinking.
All right.
Yeah, work for the rest of the night. Honestly.
All right, you do that. We're gonna go back to the rest of the group for a moment.
Sounds good.
So about 15 minutes, give or take, goes by. That Tatiana goes, kind of looks at Ree, and then comes back with a dress. Very nice dress. It is not quite ballroom dress, but it's
down.
Yeah, it's upper scale. This is something that you would probably never in your life own. And
for me, it's like a Wednesday dress.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just
last minute function.
It's just Wednesday tea. It's the tea dress that they wear for when they're having small social gatherings and when they want to. It still looks really nice, and it's something that would obviously impress anybody else, because I mean that's what upper class do. They try to one up the rest of the upper class. And when you invite somebody over for tea, you wear your Sunday best.
You wear your Wednesday dress.
Yeah. So she brings it back for you and hands it over to you.
Oh,
and says,
thank you.
if you need any help with that, you let me know.
You know, I probably will.
Okay. Are you gonna put it on now?
Yeah, sure.
All
but
right.
I'm gonna like fold my old clothes up. And
Well, I'm assuming you're not doing this in the hallway.
No, I like in my room. I'm not.
Elle's
I'm not
got
kidding.
weird customs, man.
Yeah,
So
dude.
They are not body
she follows you into the room, and like the good servant that she is, she helps you undress,
Thank you.
and she takes your old clothes, puts it on a stand by the door.
They're not that bad. I
You've been
wore
wearing
them for
them a while.
a month or so. It's not that big a deal.
And she helps you. She's like, "Would you like to bathe first?"
I like smell myself. Dude, I'm probably fine. I'm probably
Nope.
good for a bit.
Because I imagine Claudia actually waited around. Perhaps drawing the bath would be advisable.
Claudia's probably is Claudia in the hall is in her room while she's naked?
Oh, that's a good. No,
Hey,
that's a
Claudia.
good point. That is a good point. Actually, Claudia's probably cleaning up now.
Okay, so you went back
Probably
to your
what's
room
happening.
and you
Yeah.
had a bath drawn.
Mhm.
What about for Koltash? Koltash. Would he have wanted a bath?
Probably wouldn't have occurred to him.
Okay. So is he just sitting in his room?
Yeah, he's gonna touch up the polish.
Okay. He's gonna scrub another layer of AC off. Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, she has a bath drawn for Ree, regardless of what Ree says.
Yeah.
Actually, come to think of it, even though this is a combat, martial-oriented order, while they're in the temple, they would, observe ritual propriety and that sort of thing. So it would probably occur to him to
and cleanliness, just because you know that while you're out in the field, cleanliness is important.
Exactly. So from having slept out and been walking, he probably would.
Nobody wants trench foot. Nobody wants trench foot. So you okay?
And I need to have a clean body to put the clean armor on.
That's right. So yeah, okay. So you ask for a bath to be drawn up, and Tatiana has more servants. They bring up 2 bathtubs and move into your respective rooms, and bring up hot water to fill them. She helps rebathe because that's just her job. Somebody and actually a manservant. It's a tight fit, and a manservant is in Koltash's room helping him as well, or standing by hoping he doesn't get punched in the face.
Fair.
So you guys get cleaned up. She helps put the dress on and tightens the laces in the back. Yep. And laces it up and does your hair and all that fun stuff, and doesn't have any makeup for you though, so but yeah, does your hair and like braids it and all that fun
This is
stuff.
very like matchmaker scene from Mulan. He's like scrubbing her, and Ree's just like, no.
Rinse. Yeah. I don't know if Koltash will allow the manservant to help him or not. So maybe just scrub his back.
Koltash doesn't really care.
Okay. He's still a little leery about like I don't know if I should do this. Just gonna stand here and wait. So yeah, they get you cleaned up, get the dress on Ree, and send you out into the world.
And where into the world are we being sent?
The hallway!
Like
The
that.
hallway! You want to leave
hallway.
the room! The ability to leave the room whenever you want.
I imagine after Claudia's done, she's all cleaned and switched. So she'll meet up with you again. She's sort of in a kind of dress uniform sort of deal. Like she's out of her regular adventuring clothes.
Okay.
Like, oh, hey. You both look excellent. I hope it is all to your taste. Was there any trouble?
Thanks.
Yeah,
Love
Ree
it.
looks like she's having a little trouble breathing.
Just a little.
Oh, would you like to help? Would you like me to help you breathe a little easier?
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Okay. It's like, well, I intend to go to the palace to make a formal report about that Starvos person. Would you all like to accompany me?
Sure.
Or would you
Well-
like to get something to eat first? It is afternoon.
Oh, lunch has been served, but I'm sure there's some leftovers, and dinner is in 4 hours?
Would you like to grab a
y'all
quick
eat fucking
bite first?
early. Your parents are old, they eat early.
That's fine. Yeah. Lunch first, perhaps?
Whatever you prefer.
Let's eat first and then we go.
Oh,
Very well.
Of course. And Tatiana leads you back down the stairs and into a small dining room off to the side of the vestibule. And I say small. There's a table that'll fit like 15 people.
So it's the breakfast nook.
Yeah. It's the breakfast nook. Where she indicates for you to take a seat and goes off and brings back a platter of fruits. There's grapes, apples, oranges, bananas, different kinds of cheeses, smoked meats like summer sausages, and a fresh loaf of bread. Well, fresh-ish. It's been a couple hours.
I'm just gonna grab a banana.
Where does Claudia sit?
She would sit. She would sit at one of the sides. This isn't a formal function. She's not going to sit at the head.
Okay, in which case, Coltash will go to the head of the table and sit down at the head of the table and just kind of look around for a moment, put his hands, just kind of on the table in front of him and just kind of look and nod his head and then get up and go sit across from Claudia.
Okay. As you sit at the head of the table, you notice that the table is a fine grain wood, and it is heavily lacquered. There is around the edge, and then several inch intervals in, there is a gold leaf scroll that has been filigreed into the wood.
Coltash will just kind of take his thumb and just kind of run it back and forth along the metal briefly before he gets up and goes around and sits across from Claudia.
As you do that, you don't feel any difference in the wood meeting the metal. It is...
Right.
Yeah.
I got it.
So while you're sitting at the head of the table, you notice that, and then as you look around, you look up, and directly above the middle of the table, there is this huge chandelier that can hold, by your best guess, probably 30 candles. And it looks to be made out of either highly polished nickel or pure silver. It could also be platinum. There is no wax like melted onto it. It is kept clean, well maintained, and just they like to keep shit clean. And then straight ahead of you on the far wall is a very large, almost floor to ceiling painting of a man that Claudia recognizes as Marcus.
Ah, okay.
It is a man that looks like he's probably in his mid-40s. He has... Give me 1 second here. He has darkish colored skin. He is not as dark as Claudia, but he has dark colored skin with green eyes, and there is silver and white hair silver and white hair shot through his jet black hair at the temples, and there is white in his beard around the chin area.
And this is a painting they see?
This is a painting,
Yep.
yes.
So, as I sit down across from Claudia, I say, I just wanted to see what it felt like.
This is fun.
He's thinking about the future.
No, actually he isn't.
There is nothing wrong with curiosity.
What is that screaming, shouting sound?
I think
There
it's
are-
for college people.
No, there are children outside playing in the little grassy area between our buildings.
Okay.
And because it's 60 degrees out, I have all my windows open.
Yeah,
That's fair.
60 degrees?
I think it's 60. It might actually be warmer than that now.
that alarmed me for a second until I remembered that you're in Fahrenheit.
It's 69. I don't want to say one good thing about the hurricane, but it did cool us off a good bit.
Yeah.
So you guys sit down and enjoy a late lunch. Like I said, fresh fruit, smoked meats of the summer sausage type variety. It has a kind of a gamey taste to it. Claudia knows that it is made from local antelope.
It's just like, my apologies. Dinner will be more varied. Don't worry.
Oh, this is fine.
It's
And he grabs some more sausage.
No, no.
Yeah.
You will be privy to full Wingard hospitality. I promise.
This isn't full hospital. Okay. Alright, cool. You know what? Cool. Alright. Sure.
By the way, out of character for what it's worth, it's 99 degrees here right now. So.
Oh God.
Good sweet God.
Ugh. Ugh.
No.
Southern California.
Ooh.
Anyway, so yeah.
Okay, sweet
Coltash
lunch.
is chowing down on the lunch, heavy on the sausage.
Okay.
And then we leave to go to the king. Unless something happens.
Which I think is where we will call it. That is the 3-hour mark-ish. And then we will plan for next week with y'all meeting up with the king.
Or the king's advice.
Or advisor of some sort. Yeah, you know, you're probably not going to actually meet the king. Maybe.
Yeah. We'll talk to people.
Yeah, you'll talk to some
We'll
peeps.
get there when we get there.
You'll talk to some peeps. So
Okay.
yeah. Anybody want to plug anything at the end here?
My Twitch and Twitter are below in the information below. So if you want to give me a follow to watch me curse a lot of video games, go ahead. Feel free.
She really does. It's highly entertaining.
Highly entertaining.
Especially when I can't remember how to play the game.
If anybody does watch and would like to count her cursing,
Make
By all
sure she
means.
has an accurate count for her
Yes.
swear jar.
Yeah.
her other game has a swear jar that she pays into, so by all means, count away.
Which, by
Does
the
it
way,
really?
her other
Yeah.
game, yes, actually it does. Her other game, I am also a part of. It's The Vice. It's Saturdays at 2 p.m. Eastern. Also played for charity.
Over on
What is our-
Tall channel.
On Tall Squall's channel.
I might put a link in that down below too.
What's our charity this month over there?
Our charity month
the
is the
bicycle.
World Bicycle
Yeah, that's right.
Foundation organization. I can't remember which
Something
one,
like
but it's
that.
World Bicycle something.
Yeah, pretty cool. And then, of course, here we're playing for charity as well. So, Tanya, would you like
That's
to
after
mention our
Hate?
lovely
I
charity
will.
again?
I will plug that after Dory and Jeffrey do whatever
Oh.
plugs they want to plug.
I got nothing.
Wow.
What? I mean, all I got is Twitter, man. I mean, I don't do any other games other
Okay.
than this.
Okay.
Let's
So
plug
yeah.
this.
Our charity this month is Life After Hate. It is an organization created by former alt-right members who decided that compassion was better than hate and got out of the movement, and now they would like to help other individuals get out of the movement as well. And I want to say one of the founders actually helped found the alt-right movement. So he learned in life that that's not the way you should act, and it's not how you should treat your fellow man. So decided that to get out of the movement and do something better with his life. So,
Compassion.
So they
Very cool.
use compassion and education to help educate the people that are in, to let them know that hey, there are other ways of life and you don't get punched as often.
Was that
Okay.
everybody?
I
Thank
think
you,
that's
everyone, for
it.
joining.
Everybody.
Hope you enjoyed it.
I think
See
that
you
was
next
everybody.
week.
See you
Yes.
guys.
See you next week stream. And again, if I can get the followers, I will give away minis. So follow and get free shit.
Hit that button. Hit it.
All right. See y'all next week.
Toodaloo.